Back in 2010, a cute short film created by a guy named Patrick Jean was released. It was about an abandoned TV exploding and flooding a city with a strange entity, a cloud of pixels, which eventually manifested into old arcade game characters, attacking the city, pixelating everything they touched, until finally the Earth itself became one big pixel. It was a simplistic, surrealist, fun short film. It didn't make sense, but that's okay because it wasn't trying to. Of course, Hollywood took this idea, threw $88 million at it, overcomplicated it, and to add insult to injury, added Adam Sandler and Kevin James as the two lead actors, and called it a day. What resulted was a shit movie of the same name, released in 2015. Oh, pixels. I'll never forget the time when I first saw the trailer for this movie. It looked like the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Where my gamers at?
There isn't another movie quite like Pixels. It's such a bizarre movie. It was directed by Chris Columbus, a man who has some classics under his belt, like Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire, the first two Harry Potter movies, but this movie is one of a kind. It's the type of movie that's so awful that the only way you can make it worse is if the Annoying Orange made a video on it. Oh yeah, they did that. And it has 13 million views.
Wait. This movie has Pac-Man and Donkey Kong? Oh, I think we're off to a great start here.
I was very interested to see what people had to say about this movie on the YouTube Movies channel, but obviously they disabled ratings and comments. Probably because this movie was getting absolutely obliterated. The movie starts with young Adam Sandler, who plays a kid named Sam Brenner, who's hanging out with young Kevin James, who plays a kid named Will Cooper. They steal a young girl's lemonade stand money to play games at an arcade. Then there's an arcade gaming championship. It ends with young Adam Sandler facing off against young Peter Dinklage, who has a mullet and is named Fire Blaster.
At least we didn't make up our own nicknames, Fire Blaster.
Yeah, that's his cool guy nickname, Fire Blaster. So Fire Blaster wins. It's revealed later in the movie that he cheated.
What a twist!
Which is funny because there was no cheat codes on the original Donkey Kong game. Only a few glitches, which most likely would have not helped him win. At around 10 minutes into the movie, we get to see them all grown up. Kevin James is the president of the United States, I guess, and everybody hates him.
Well, that depends who you ask.
Adam Sandler basically works as a part of the Geek Squad for Best Buy. Kevin James is a really great friend. So he says this to Adam Sandler.
I mean, you were incredible at video games back in the day, but that's a useless skill now.
Gaming is a useless skill. You need to channel your energy into something productive. I guess these guys never heard of Twitch or YouTube. Twitch had been around for 4 years at the time of this movie's release, and YouTube had already been around for a decade, and gamers were making a living making content. That is assuming this movie takes place in 2015, and given the main characters' ages, it makes sense. In the next scene, Adam Sandler visits a customer to install a TV, and the kid that lets him in is way too liberal with his parents' private matters.
My dad cheated on my mom with his 19-year-old Pilates instructor.
He airs out all of his parents' dirty laundry in front of this guy within a minute of meeting him. That's like if Jake Paul had a child, heaven forbid, and when the plumber arrives, he says, "Oh hey, did you know that my father's Jake Paul? He scams people with NFTs, and he raped a woman." If you can stick around a while longer, here's a long list of other things he's done. So then Adam Sandler is very awkward and hits on this kid's mom in front of him.
Whoa.
He hears this woman crying in a closet, so he enters the closet and basically becomes this woman's therapist for a while.
Want to talk about it?
No.
They even drink together. This is the most inappropriate interaction I've ever seen. Adam Sandler is so weird in this movie.
Ludlow's right, you do smell good.
And when they're drinking in the closet, they're clearly drunk, but when they come out of the closet, they're completely sober, and they proceed to drive a vehicle to the White House. I have to say the acting between Adam Sandler and Michelle Monaghan is pretty fun. They have some good chemistry, because I guess this woman just really loves invasive weirdos. Brian Cox is in this movie. He's one of the president's advisors.
Oh, fuck off.
Olaf, the snowman from Frozen, is also in this movie. Yeah, Josh Gad. He plays a guy named Ludlow.
It's me, it's Ludlow.
Who's another childhood friend of Adam Sandler and Kevin James. In this movie, he plays a conspiracy theorist weirdo that uses 4chan.
You cracker!
He's by far the worst part of this movie. And that's impressive when it stars Adam Sandler and Paul Blart.
Go away, pain.
There's a part when he starts screaming at some military men, and it's horrendous.
Adult diaper wearing candy ass baby man people!
Did I do good? You did awful.
There's a lot of loud is funny humor in this movie, and it's so painful.
What the hell are you saying? I don't know! Gorgeous specimen of what God can make!
You know when you hear a joke in a movie and it's so stupid that it makes you laugh? Well, there's a couple of those in this movie. Josh Gad is showing a book to Adam Sandler of this fictitious woman that he's in love with, and Adam Sandler responds by saying, "You should sell it at Barnes and Unstable." I couldn't help but laugh, but it's so stupid. I feel like that's the only type of Adam Sandler joke that gets me, which to be fair is like 80% of his humor in any movie anyway.
Oh, look at you now, you're all yellow.
95% of the time when they're trying to be funny in this movie, it just hurts. So then these three guys start teaching the military how to play arcade games because that will help them fight the alien pixels. In what world, dude? So the explanation for this weird plot is that aliens found the old school game footage that we sent out into space and mistook it for a declaration of war. So they decided to send down real life versions of these games for us to play. It's so weird. Oh yeah, Sean Bean is in this movie too. Can't wait to see him die like he does in everything he's in. Wait, he doesn't? They let him live? Sean Bean finally lives in a movie, and it's in this. In this lab, they're testing on the pixels, and they find out that high-powered light can destroy it. So they create these like flashlight gun cannon things. They shoot beams of light, but they basically just look like t-shirt guns. The second game to invade Earth is the Centipede, and the men start shooting it with their flashlights. But oh my god, it's not good enough! And it turns out Adam Sandler and Josh Gad are much better at this game than the military. Well, yeah, obviously if they're playing it in an arcade, but in this scenario, they're using guns to shoot at a big, large centipede, attacking them from the sky. So I don't think their gaming prowess would help them here, aside from knowing just the basic rules, which they could easily just tell the military. But I guess they're a better shot than these men who have been training with weapons for years and years, but okay. They're shooting literal weapons. They're not playing the game. How could they be better? There's a scene when Adam Sandler is chasing the centipede around the city, and it stops in an old lady's room and starts doing Pilates with her. Oh my god. It hurts to watch. You guys might just think that I'm jaded, but it's not the case, okay? I find dumb stuff funny all the time. The movie Pac-Man, that movie was dumb as shit. I loved it. After they defeat the centipede, they're all in this bar celebrating, and I gotta say, there's something about Kevin James entering a bar in a suit as the president and yelling, "Where my gamers at?
Where my gamers at?"
That deeply disturbs me. So Fire Blaster Peter Dinklage is in prison, and I guess they need his help to defeat these pixel aliens because he's good at video games. Makes no sense, but okay. I gotta say, Peter Dinklage's acting is so bad. He goes overboard, hams it up like crazy, and it's awful.
It's totally tubular. Oh, forget about it.
I know sometimes when actors do this, it's great. Like Pedro Pascal in that new Wonder Woman movie, for example. Like, Jesus Christ. They try to turn these characters into like the Ghostbusters. They even give these guys like their own name. They're the Arcaders.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah. You heard that right. And these are their Arcader uniforms. They look like Walmart brand NASCAR drivers. And I'm not sure if they did that on purpose or not, because when they battle the Pac-Man, they do drive Mini Coopers, which kind of represent the ghosts in Pac-Man. Even if they did, I still find it pretty stupid. And don't get me wrong, I understand that this movie is meant to be stupid. Clearly, a movie about Donkey Kong and Pac-Man attacking Earth is not going to be like highbrow entertainment.
Bull crap.
I guess I just failed to see who this movie was made for, because while kids might understand where these characters came from, they most likely didn't play the arcade games. I'm guessing this movie is just for boomers with really awful humor.
You cracker!
Because I can't see any modern gamer liking this movie. In all of the video game battles, the alien attackers play the in-game opponents, while the gamers play the player role that they would have in the actual arcade game. Kind of. At least that's what it's supposed to be. For Pac-Man, the gamers play the ghosts, so maybe for this game in particular, they kind of reverse the roles. Despite having no advanced warning, the gamers are not only specifically prepared to play Pac-Man, they have 4 customized Mini Coopers ready to go, complete with cheat codes for the ghosts. I guess this was just a very convenient coincidence. They have someone play Toru Iwatani, the creator of Pac-Man, and there's a scene when he gets out of his car and he tries to reason with this massive alien Pac-Man, and he gets his hand bit off by it. I guess he just forgot that this Pac-Man is not the real video game character. It's an alien invader with the form of the video game character. It is so dumb. So then these ghost Mini Coopers start chasing the Pac-Man around the city. During this scene, one of the guys says that Pac-Man has always been faster than the ghosts.
Pac-Man's faster than I remember.
Pac-Man's always been faster than the ghost.
Which is not really true. The ghosts are faster on straightaways, while Pac-Man corners faster. Pac-Man is only faster after eating a power pellet. I gotta say, there's one scene that made me laugh out loud in this movie. There's a part when Josh Gad's car is being chased by Pac-Man, and part of his car gets eaten, and he yells, "I'm gonna die a virgin!" I'm gonna die a virgin!
I love you.
I'm gonna die a virgin! It's just one of those scenes that's so stupid that I couldn't help but burst out laughing. It's made even better that he plays a 4chan user. Eventually, Adam Sandler defeats Pac-Man and the onlookers cheer. They also befriend the character Q*bert. There's a dinner party, and Kevin James has a cute little dancing number in this scene. Just look at him dance, oh my God. As if it couldn't get any worse, Josh Gad takes the stage and starts singing. He then humps the stage, and I want to die. They somehow convince Serena Williams to be in this movie. She goes to a party with Fire Blaster. So then a bunch of pixels start attacking the city. Kevin James then sneaks away and joins his friends to kill these things, even though he's the president. I'm pretty positive that the president would have a tough time sneaking away, but maybe that's just me. The big finale is Adam Sandler playing a real-life Donkey Kong as the song We Will Rock You by Queen plays in the background. This is when they find out that Fire Blaster was actually cheating in the beginning.
Use cheat codes!
Even though this is impossible, but whatever.
I'm the Donkey Kong champion of the world.
So yeah, Adam Sandler is actually the best Donkey Kong player in the world. At least, he would have been back then. And they say that he still is, even though he probably isn't. So he uses this little hammer thing, and he defeats Donkey Kong. He throws the hammer into Donkey Kong. And he saves a bunch of kids who are held captive. And all the pixel monsters start to explode. The entire world is saved. Oh yay. The movie ends with Q*bert turning into Josh Gad's girlfriend, and then they start to make out. Great. 1 year goes by, and it turns out they have a bunch of kids. And they're all a bunch of tiny Q*berts. I'm so done, dude. This movie was complete insanity. I will never watch it again, and I'm basically just making this video so I can use the money from today's sponsor to pay for my therapy sessions after watching this. Thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Now this movie might be very stinky, so I know exactly what you guys need. Some amazing perfumes from Scentbird. Are you guys looking for a gift that keeps on giving year round? Consider giving your friends and family a Scentbird subscription. My wife loves Scentbird because she's obsessed with smelling good, and these guys give you the opportunity to shop from over 600 brands. And it's an extremely flexible subscription. So say you're satisfied with a certain scent, then you can skip a month, but then you can mix things up the next month and get something new. Scentbird lets you choose a new designer fragrance every month. You get to choose what kind of fragrances you get, so there's no surprises and no wasted money. And it's not just for women. They have perfumes and colognes and a lot of unisex options. This month, my wife and I received 3 scents. The first is called Lethe from Ulrich Lang, New York.
Oh. It smells like candy. I mean, it's got vanilla and tonka bean.
Let me try.
Caramel.
The second one we got is Mercedes-Benz Sign. And the third one we got, and by far our favorite, is a French perfume. I'll definitely butcher the name. Le Jardin Le Trouve Citron Boboli.
I guarantee you it's not bobbly.
Bobbly.
This one's my favorite. It smells like
oranges, tangerine.
Spicy oranges.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
My wife loves French perfumes, so Citron Boboli was perfect for her. With each fragrance, you get a 30-day supply, so you can try out fragrances risk-free before committing to a full bottle. Instead of paying full price for a bottle, Scentbird allows your friends and family to choose whatever they want for a fraction of the price. And the products keep coming month after month. If you're looking to get somebody a gift set, then Scentbird's got you covered with perfume and cologne gift sets filled with fan favorite scents from Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, and so many more. You can get a decent amount of high-end fragrances for just $16, and if you use my code, it'll only be $11 for your first month. Use code ETA to get 30% off your first month at Scentbird, or click the link at the top of the description. Don't be like one of those infamous Smash Bros players. Take a bath and treat yourself. Spray yourself down with an amazing perfume or cologne from Scentbird. So yeah, guys, that's Pixels, a movie for gamers who hate themselves. Thank you so much to all my patrons. I love you guys so much. Please put in the comment section what you'd like me to review next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.